Hey people, what I'm going to tell you all about is, those of you that have 2-cycle engines on your weed eaters or your leaf blowers or your chainsaws. I have 2 chainsaws. One, it's a Poulan. Here, I'll go get it out and show everybody. Wait for me, don't go away. Wait for me. Okay. Oh, here it is. Right here, everybody. See, even I can lift it. It's not easy. I'll tell you what. These aren't very woman friendly. They're good chainsaws, but they're not very woman friendly because this son of a gun's kind of heavy. You know? Whew. Okay. But anyway, I have a lot of trees on my property, and I'm always having to trim trees, and the insurance company, even came down the homeowner's insurance. But this is about all the HIP law, on the internet. I looked and looked and looked. Like, what is the oil 2-cycle oil mixture with stinking gasoline? Some people say 1 to 16, 1 to 40, 1 to 50. Okay, I found out on my Poulan it's 1 to 40 ratio. Okay, I've only got one gas container. It's a 2.5 gallon. I keep it around, for the lawnmower, which, you don't have to mix the oil and the gasoline on that. And for my Harley Davidson, because I'd rather top off my Harley at home rather than go to a gas station and fill it up. Because, I like to be real careful, because if you spill gasoline on those filling them up, it can go down on the engine and start a fire, as well as ruin the paint on your tank, But, enough of that. But anyway, on the oil to gas mixture for 2 cycles engine. Here's how I finally figured it out. Okay, I got the ratio for this Poulan. 1 part and 40 other parts. 40 parts of gasoline and then 1 part of oil. Okay, so here's an easy method I came up with. Okay, I took this coffee cup. The handle broke off of it about a year ago. I got it at Universal Studios back in 2000. But anyway, I took this and I just went in the sink in my bathroom. Okay, I took a bottle of what is automatic transmission fluid, and I just unscrewed the cap because I'm an auto mechanic. Okay, for 2-cycle oil, I use automatic transmission fluid. It's the same damn thing. Automatic transmission fluid is 1 weight to 1.5 weight oil. 2-cycle is 1 weight oil. It's the same thing. It's just ATF has red dye, But whether it's 2-cycle or transmission fluid, y'all don't have to go my route. But the same method will work. Okay, tediously, it didn't take as long as I thought. I took that cup and I took this cap under the sink. And I turned on the faucet. And I got water in the cap, dunked it in the cup. I did that 40 times, and what I wound up happening, it was like a 1/4 inch from the top of the cup. It was almost to the top of the cup. So I kept doing it, and it took 46 capfuls to fill this cup up to where it ran over. So 40 capfuls puts it a 1/4 inch under the top of the cup. Okay, I wrote that down on a piece of paper where I keep passwords and stuff. Okay, and then I took the cup, I wiped the water out of it, of course, and everything. And then I emptied all the gasoline out of the chainsaw, all of it out. Took my gasoline container and I filled this up to 1/4 inch from the top with gasoline. All right, I knew that 1 part for 40 parts that were in here, which was a 1/4 inch from the top of this cup, was going to be 1 capfuls of this. So I unscrewed this, filled the cap up, poured it in that, took a funnel, poured it in the chainsaw. Alright, the tank was only half full. So I found out my tank on that holds 2 cups of gasoline. So I filled it up 40 parts again. And I put another cap full in it. Okay. And then I filled that up to where it didn't run over. And it took all of this one except it ran over just a little. So that's right at approximately right. It's not going to be not enough, and it's not going to be too much. So in other words, my Poulan chainsaw I just showed you takes 2 cups of gasoline and 2 caps of 2-cycle oil with a cap like this right here. But if you have to, use the own method at your house. Use the own method. You know, rather than trying to buy a separate container and then mixing, taking the 2-cycle oil, and then having a special 2 or 3 gallons that are pre-mixed. You don't have to do that. Just learn how many capfuls based on whatever oil container you use, whether it's 2-cycle or ATF like I use, how many when you and what you would do whenever your weed eater or chainsaw is empty, you'd put in the cap full of oils first, then fill it up with gasoline. It's as simple as that. And like with any 2-cycle oil where the gasoline mixes with the oil, each time you use them you want to shake them, because the oil is going to settle around the edges. Shake them, okay? But that's a very simple, I figured it out my own way. You know, I looked on YouTube here and all these professionals take this, buy this special blend 2-cycle oil, then get a separate gas container and then a beaker that has liter measurements and ounces on it. Baloney! American people don't live like that. You know, in this country, when it comes to yard maintenance, we're impulsive individuals. We want to know how many capfuls do I put in the gas tank before I fill it up. That's what we want to know in this country, you know? You know, and mine, I know, 2 caps of 2-cycle oil, and then fill the thing with gasoline. Yay! I mean, that's all there is to it. But I hope I helped you people, you know? You'd be surprised, I'm a master mechanic, but see, I never messed with 2-cycle stuff because I don't believe in it. Just like I'm not into cars with aluminum engines, even though I've learned about them so I can help other people. But anyway, yay.